It's been a while. It's probably overdue, but here we are. First SuperCoach video of 2020, or should I say KFC SuperCoach. Been a little busy the past few weeks. Recently got the opportunity to work at the Australian Open, so I've been doing that. Really enjoyed watching some live tennis. That Federer comeback yesterday against Sandgren was something else, but we're here for SuperCoach, so let's take a look at the team. Got a few interesting picks. Maybe you're thinking, why the hell has he got this player in his team? But I'll take you guys through the primos, the rookies. We'll learn more about them during the preseason. So I've just got most of the popular rookie picks at this stage. But the primos, I'll go through those guys. Starting off in defense with James Sicily. Didn't have him all of last year. Got him in now. I really like the pick. Sam Frost coming into the Hawthorn defence might mean Sicily plays less lockdown and we see more of the intercepting and rebounding that's made him such a popular pick. Dan Houston, an interesting pick. Finished off last season really well, playing more in the midfield. Late in the season, started to rack up the touches and get some really good scores. 3 of the last 4 games were tons, including 117, 134. So we'll keep an eye on his role in the preseason. And Sam Doherty obviously hasn't played the last 2 seasons because of an ACL. He's discounted, we know what he's capable of, so he's in the team. But first and foremost, I can't wait to see him get back on the field, and hopefully he holds up well during the preseason. In the midfield, we've got Jack Mcrae. Haven't had the guy in my team for the last 2 seasons. That's very embarrassing on my part, so we got him in. Just so consistent, doesn't get tagged. The only time I can remember was Essendon trying to tag him for a quarter, and then they stopped it. So he's in the team, just so consistent. Paddy Cripps, we know how good he is, and he's just going to keep getting better. Josh Dunkley obviously got moved into the midfield after many rounds of playing in the forward line last season, and he tore it up. He's got such a high ceiling, racks up the touches, the tackles and whatnot. And I have plenty of confidence in him to back it up again this season. Now we got a couple of interesting picks here. First off, Dane Zorko priced at 579k. I don't know, I just really like him as a pod option at the moment. We know how good Neil has been, and he started to cop some attention late last season, and that's freed up Zorko. He's taken advantage of it. He had that slow start last season, not 100% sure what was behind that, but once he got it going, he was really good. Racks up the touches, loves to kick the ball, gets goals, tackles a ton. It's what you want from a SuperCoach option. Obviously had that 61 against the Dogs, but he only played a half. I think he injured his hammy that game, but he was really good. And I just really like him as a pod. Another reason I like this pick is because I've noticed the past couple of seasons that there's always this mid around the 560, 590k range that does really, really well that we all happen to miss at the start of the season. In 2018, it was Jack Mcrae, who started at 587k, and last season it was Bontempelli, started at 564k. Obviously, those guys are a lot younger than Zorko, so age was definitely on their side. I might be reaching a bit here, but I just think Zorko is that guy in that price range that could have a really good season. Neil copping most of the attention. So I just really like the pick. And at M5, we've got Stephen Coniglio. Only averaged 101 last season, but injuries had a lot to do with it. Early last season, he injured his finger, and while he still got a few tons, it did affect his scoring. We know what he's capable of. He's got a high ceiling. We only saw that in glimpses last season with 154 against the Bombers to start the season. Then the game against the Suns, that was unreal. North Melbourne, Brisbane, they were good games. But it was an injury-riddled season for him, and it ended with a 0 to Richmond. That was very sad. But again, we know what he's capable of. High ceiling. I think he's great value at 549k, so he's in the team. The rucks, barring any injuries, set and forget Grundy and Gawn. That's all. And in the forward line, we've got Whitfield and Dusty. Those guys should be pretty popular selections. Isaac Keeny, I think there'll be quite a few that won't want to pick him after his roller coaster of a 2019. But he did injure his ankle before the 29 season began, and I don't think he ever fully recovered from that. I think he's capable of stepping it up this season, so I'm going to ride the roller coaster again, and hopefully there'll be more ups than downs. And Devon Smith, priced nicely at 335k, injured for the majority of last season. Obviously had a superb 2018, broke out, won Essendon's best and fairest. He played that inside mid role, tackled a ton, was great for SuperCoach. So hopefully he can get back to that. We'll keep an eye on his preseason, but at this stage I really like the Smith selection. But that does it. That's the team. Obviously, everyone loves to change their team 1,000 times before the season begins, including myself, but I'm hoping to not have to do that too much. I'm really liking the team structure. Obviously, 12k isn't the greatest to have left in the bank, but I just really like the structure of the team. We've got 3 solid primo defenders. Obviously, Doherty's a risk, but we know what he's capable of. Midfielders, we got 5 primos there. Ruck's obviously Grundy and Gorn. And the forward line, we've got Whitfield, Dusty, Heaney, and Smith at F4. I really like that for the forwards. So I'm hoping to not have to change too much. Rookies might force me to change something depending on who the good picks are and who isn't. But I'm liking how the team looks right now. But that will do it. This is my first team of KFC SuperCoach, and I'll see you guys in the next video.